gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
One, two, three, four, you're gonna meet some strangers. Welcome to the zoo. Your disappointments, except for one or two. Some of them are angry, some of them are mean. A couple of them are twisted, but most of them are clean. When you go dancing with young men down at the disco, just keep it simple. You don't have to kiss them. Don't waste your time with fools who think they are heroes. They will betray you. Just stick with us weirdos. For all your days and nights, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there, yes I will. Go gentle through your life. If you want me, I'll be there. When you need me, I'll be there for you. Don't try to make them love you. Don't answer every call. Baby, be a giant. Let the world be small. Some of them are deadly, some don't let it show. If they try to hurt you, just let your daddy know. When you go giving your heart, make sure they deserve it. If they haven't done it, keep searching, it's worth it. For all your days and nights, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there, yes I will. Go gentle through your life. If you want me, I'll be there. When you need me, I'll be there for you. If you want me, I'll be there. When you need me, I'll be there for you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and children of all ages, welcome to another exciting episode of the Artist Heart Live with me, your lovable host, artist, author, mentor, mental health, and all sorts of other things, John Morris. It is a delight and a pleasure to be here with you this afternoon, this evening, or this morning, wherever and whenever you're watching this, of course, because this show is going internationally into some, I think, 10 or 15 different countries, which is phenomenal. Folks, how's your week been? Mine has been a really interesting week on so many different levels. I've been working on a series of different painting projects. I'm still working on my brand new book that's going to be released in November. We have the audiobook now and the the audiobook and the hardback copies of my book, The Battles We All Face, available on Amazon and thejohnmorris.co.uk. You can see that in the little link below. That is available on Amazon. It's really exciting. It's a phenomenal read. And if you are struggling with anxiety, depression, trauma, letting go, finding how to moving on with your path, and so many other different areas, this is the book for you, and you can check that out now on Amazon. In today's show, of course, folks, we are going to be going in our Wayback Machine, and I'm really excited about this because while this painting features animals, it also will feature one of my favorite things, which is some form of a snowy mountainscape. So be sure to watch out for that. We have got, of course, our artist special, which this week we are going to be looking at 12 of the most extraordinary paintings around the world. And of course, we've had our musical special. What else have we got? We've got the lighter side of the news. And with that in mind, I think it is time to go to the lighter side of the news and to see what's happening and been happening in this week in the crazy universe that we call home. And in the news this week, we begin with a giant step for mankind. Yes, you heard me correctly. I do not stutter and I did not mispronounce that. A hamster survives a daring trip into the stratosphere on a flying balloon. Space Ham reached a maximum altitude of 40 miles, 23 kilometers, and has been reported to be in good health after being safely recovered from the sea. No comments and no questions have been answered by our furry little spaceman. Our story continues as in Westminster. There is a new cat, and apparently is named after a Labour Prime Minister. Larry the cat has yet to comment on his latest addition to the parliamentary estate, but apparently, as you can see here, there is a very beautiful pussycat that has found his way into Westminster. Hopefully he can do a better job than our present Prime Minister and present members of Parliament. In other news, US dog starts fire after turning on hob with paws. Yes, can you imagine the sight? You are out and about and your house is an inferno. You receive the news that your house is basically burning to the ground and you try to figure out why. Who could be in the house? Who could have started this? Nobody ever looks to the four-pawed canine adventurers, do they? But they should have done, as firefighters rescued 2 dogs from the house and extinguished the flames. No injuries were reported, and authorities urged people to use safety features to prevent access to such appliances by animals and dogs. And I'm sure, of course, every great marketer, every great salesperson, when they're creating an amazing product, thinks, this could be used in a weapon of mass destruction to burn down my house by my dog. Really? And in the Netherlands, a boy of 4 years old decided to go for a joyride and has been nicknamed the new Max van der Stappen after taking his mother's car. A child crashed into 2 parked cars and was found alone by a bystander walking around in his pajamas and feet. Again, you couldn't make this stuff up, folks. Let's put it like that. The child had taken his mother's keys to go for a drive after he'd woken up on Saturday when his father went to work, according to police. Thankfully, no one was hurt in the incident, and all involved in our news section this week walked away safe and secure. But honestly, folks, funny, drama, wonderful, good things that are filled with humor, somewhat, can be found if only you're looking for them. But how bizarre all of those things are, aren't they? With that in mind, folks, we're going to jump in our Wayback Machine as we move on to our next segment. And this beautiful little piece is called Polar Bear's Paradise. I hope you enjoy it. tell you a story. Life ain't sunshine and rainbows. You only get out what you put in, and it's not by walking away. Each one has a destiny, a certain curtain call. In the outset it looks so fun, but many turn back when they fall. Would you run away or stand and stay? Run away, my little angel. Would you run away or save it all? Run away, my little angel. Darkest of nights when you feel all is lost, help will find a way to you. Just hold on to the cause. Only when he gave himself, walking in the devil's pond, he found in my sacrifice was he able to break the bond. Would you run away or stand and stay? Run away, my little angel. Would you run away or save it all? Run away, my little angel. Would you run
One of the oldest art forms, painting has been around ever since our ancient ancestors first started producing charcoal creations on cave walls. While countless generations of artists have left their mark over the millennia, only some artworks have succeeded in transcending time and culture to be revered around the globe. Here's a look at the most famous paintings of all time found in museums around the world. Number 12. American Gothic. Now hanging up in the Art Institute of Chicago, American Gothic is one of the most famous paintings of 20th century rural Americana. Grant Wood's defining masterpiece was painted in 1930 and depicts a farmer and his daughter standing in front of what is now known as the American Gothic house. Initially, locals and art critics took the somber tones and characters' puritanical clothes as a critique of rural life. The onset of the Great Depression, however, saw the painting become associated with the resoluteness and indomitable spirit of the American pioneers. Number 11. The Persistence of Memory. One of the greatest and most distinctive works of surrealist art of all time, Salvador Dali's The Persistence of Memory really does stand out from the crowd. In the 1931 painting, we can see melting pocket watches draped across a bleak landscape. The strange scene is widely thought to have been inspired by Albert Einstein's theory of relativity. Dali's fantastic creation can be enjoyed at the Museum of Modern Art in New York. Number 10. The Kiss. Painted between 1907 and 1908 during the height of Gustav Klimt's golden period, the kiss veritably shimmers and shines before your eyes as gold, silver, and platinum radiate forth from the canvas. Influenced by both the arts and crafts and Art Nouveau movements, the painting depicts two gold-clad lovers entwined in an intimate embrace. Just one of the many highlights of the Belvedere in Vienna's extensive collection, the kiss is Klimt's most popular and enthralling work. Number 9. Nighthawks. Another of the Art Institute of Chicago's most famous artworks is Nighthawks, which was painted by Edward Hopper in 1942. In the oil painting, we can see four people in a diner late at night. Light shines out of the brightly lit interior, illuminating the darkness outside through the large glass window. While many take it to depict loneliness and isolation, Hopper himself said it alluded more to potential predators in the night. One of American art's most popular and parodied paintings, Nighthawks is the most renowned and recognizable of Hopper's artworks. Number 8. The Great Wave off Kanagawa. The most famous painting to come out of Japan, The Great Wave off Kanagawa was produced by Hokusai using a woodblock print technique sometime between 1829 and 1833. The stunning scene, with its vivid blues, sees an enormous wave threatening to engulf 3 fishing boats. As it was developed as part of the artist's 36 Views of Mount Fuji series, the iconic volcano can be spotted in the background. Due to the fact that numerous prints were made, original impressions of the Great Wave off Kanagawa can be found in the British Museum and the Metropolitan Museum of Art, among others. Number 7. Water Lilies. Consisting of some 250 different paintings, Claude Monet's Water Lily series was painted at his home in Giverny between 1896 and 1926. The main subject of the paintings is the water lily pond in the back of his garden, with various other flowers, a wooden bridge, and a majestic weeping willow also featuring. One of the great French Impressionists, Claude Monet's paintings are instantly recognizable and are on display in museums around the world. Number 6. Night Watch. Arguably the most famous artwork of the Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam, the Night Watch is one of the most magnificent paintings to ever emerge from the Dutch Golden Age. Painted in 1642 by Rembrandt van Rijn, the enormous canvas portrays a group of civic guards as they head off to practice their shooting. For much of its existence, the painting was coated with a dark varnish, which gave the incorrect impression that it depicted a night scene, leading to the name Night Watch. The painting is famed for its dramatic use of light that makes it seem as if the life-size figures are actually moving before us. Number 5. The Scream. The Scream is a series of expressionist paintings and prints by Norwegian artist Edvard Munch, showing an agonized figure against a bloody red sky. The landscape is the background of Oslofjord, viewed from a hill in Oslo. Edvard Munch created several versions of the Scream in various media. The first version was painted in 1893 and is on display in the National Gallery of Norway. It was stolen in 1994 in a high-profile art theft and recovered several months later. In 2004, another version of the Scream was stolen from the Munch Museum, only to be recovered in 2006. Number 4. Girl with a Pearl Earring. Although it is often compared with the Mona Lisa, Johannes Vermeer's Girl with a Pearl Earring is, in fact, a tronie, not a portrait. Thought to have been painted around 1665 by the Dutch master, the captivating artwork depicts an imagined, rather than real girl wearing a blue turban and a sizable glimmering pearl earring. Tracy Chevalier wrote a historic novel fictionalizing the circumstances of the painting's creation. The novel inspired a 2003 film with Scarlett Johansson as Johannes Vermeer's assistant wearing the pearl earring. Number 3. The Last Supper. Painted in the 1490s on a refectory wall in a monastery in Milan, The Last Supper is one of the most recognizable artworks on Earth. While the years have not been kind to the original, the convent still sees people come from all over the world to catch a glimpse of the fabulous fresco. The marvelous mural depicts the scene where Jesus Christ tells the 12 apostles sitting to either side of him that one of them will betray him. Some writers propose that the person in the painting seated to the left of Jesus is Mary Magdalene rather than John the Apostle. This popular theory plays a central role in Dan Brown's novel, The Da Vinci Code. Number 2. Starry Night. Vincent van Gogh's defining work, Starry Night, describes the view he could see out of his asylum window in Saint-Rémy-de-Provence after he had a breakdown and cut off part of his own ear in 1888. The iconic scene shows a swirling night sky punctuated with stars overlooking a still sleeping village. The Dutch post-impressionist painter's stunning creation is now exhibited at the Museum of Modern Art in New York and is one of the most valued works in their extensive collection. Number 1. Mona Lisa. Widely considered to be the most famous painting in the world, the Mona Lisa has delighted onlookers ever since it was painted in the early 1500s by Leonardo da Vinci. The painting is named for Lisa del Giocondo, a member of a wealthy family in Florence. In 1911, the Mona Lisa was stolen by Louvre employee Vincenzo Peruggia, an Italian patriot who believed the Mona Lisa should be returned to Italy. After having kept the painting in his apartment for 2 years, Peruggia was finally caught when he attempted to sell it to the Uffizi Gallery in Florence. Today, the Mona Lisa hangs again in the Louvre in Paris, where 6 million people see the painting each year.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I have absolutely loved this episode of The Artist Heart Live. It's been so packed with energy, and I cannot wait to come back with you again next week to do it all over again, my friends. As always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We want to thank Turopia for that amazing video that was there. And don't forget to check out their YouTube channel as well. And all the other amazing people that have helped us, all featured in the credit section at the end. But folks, as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend, because it could be the very thing they need to hear in their hour of difficulty, or just to have a big smile put onto their face. And if you've got any questions or comments for us, anything that you'd like to see in the show, please do feel free, of course, to drop a comment section in the section below. Come and visit us at thejohnmorris.co.uk, the central hub for all things John Morris, whether it's art from the heart, the battles we all face, outreach art, art teaching, art supplies, you name it, we do it all in one place. And if you are interested in having your very own custom painting made, get in touch with us. We would love to work with you, and that's not just pets and cats, that's also landscapes, seascapes, portraits, on and on we go. And you can get in touch with us at thejohnmorris.co.uk. As always, folks, thank you so much for watching. It has been a sheer delight to be with you today. Have a phenomenal weekend. Namaste, my friends. God bless, and we will see you on Wednesday for the Battles We All Face podcast. Have a great one. Take care.